Hi, shalom, and welcome back to Who Knew It Was Jewish? We are on episode 122, and today's topic is JOYVA. Arriving in New York from Ukraine in 1906, Jewish immigrant Nathan Radetzky had little to his name, but he carried with him a family recipe for halva. In 1907, Radetzky set out with a pushcart of halva through the Lower East Side of Manhattan, New York, when he immediately found an audience for the sweetened sesame seed confection. By 1909, Radetzky had outgrown his Lower East Side route, so he set out for a retail store on nearby Orchard Street. Interest continued to grow, and just a couple of years later, Nathan relocated to Brooklyn, where he officially began Independent Halva and Candies Incorporated, and eventually built the factory, which was completed in 1931, that still houses the brand. At the end of 1950, Independent Halva and Candies Incorporated introduced a sub-brand called JOYVA, a portmanteau of halva and Nathan's granddaughter's name, Rosalind Joy. In the following decades, the company would drop the name Independent Halva and Candies in favor of the simpler moniker. And in 1961, the company introduced jellies and marshmallows enrobed in chocolate to the market. Richard estimates that they make around 7,000 to 8,000 pounds of jellies per day. Gone are the artificial colors and flavors JOYVA once used. They've been replaced with natural fruit-based flavors and hues to appeal to an ingredient conscious consumer. Gone too is the Sultan logo, a relic of the 1950s admin era. The refreshed JOYVA harkens back to the company's vibrant and unique history. Brooklyn 1907 is printed on the reimagined packaging, bringing in a smidge of storytelling and establishing JOYVA as the pioneers of the industry. 6 decades later, JOYVA is still very much a family business, helmed by cousins Richard Radetzky and Sandy Weiner. Even Richard's son, Ben, the 4th generation to join the business, has been integral over the past few years in archiving the brand's history and, of course, bringing the centenarian brand into modern times. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in next Friday for a new episode. And of course, don't forget, we have merch. So please feel free to take a moment to check out the Who Knew It Was Jewish merch shop. And I hope you find an item or a couple of items to purchase. If so, it does help to support this series. And thanks again. See you next Friday.